Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Spencer Petler and I'm back with another YouTube video. So today I'm coming to you from my office. So today we're gonna basically be looking at this troll account that is on Twitter. I don't know, is it a troll account? It's a real account. I don't really have the facts on what exactly is going on with this account, but I think, I don't know, is it a day ago? What is it? Because like today is the 8th of July. I don't know, was it the 7th or 6th of July? There was an account created on Twitter called Tracy Zille. I think it's a Tracy Zille, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. That's how it's pronounced, Tracy Zille. So her bio, the bio of the account reads, because we're not sure if it's a her, a him, is it an actual white woman or is it an actual black woman or a guy, but most likely Twitter is saying that it's a black guy who is behind this troll account. Because, like for instance, the profile picture that is shown on the account is a profile picture of some white lady, South African lady, which we don't know who exactly that lady is. I actually feel sorry for that lady, for this lady whose picture has been used here, because things are being said in her name, or her picture has been used to say things that she probably has no idea that she's saying. So the bio of the account reads, "My name is Tracy Zille and this is my official account. I don't nest feelings, I tell it like it is. I call a spade, not a garden tool." So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a spade's a spade. Something else, guys. That is really something else. And then this account was created June 2020. So meaning it was created this year. So basically it was created last month. So I think, I'm not sure. It only started gaining traction, I think, recently now in July, started gaining traction. Because last I checked, this account only had probably 100 and something tweets on it. So meaning it hasn't been posting that much. It's only been really active in the last few days. Yeah, it's been active in the last few days. So the account has 21k following. So meaning it's got a lot of following, and then it is only following 21 people. The account is only following 21 people. So meaning 21k people are following this account. So meaning the account has gathered a lot of following. There are people actually following this account, seeing what the person is posting, the content they're posting, the things that they're saying. So I think let's get into looking into some of the tweets that this account has posted, Tracy Zille has posted. I think I'd rather just go with this account or troll account that has posted, because I'm not sure if the person Tracy Zille actually exists, because it's mostly a troll account. Probably this account is trying to drive traffic to a specific account. Probably the whole point of some of the things that this account is saying is just to drive controversy for them to be able to drive traffic to another website. Probably they're trying to promote a website that they've made and they're trying to get traffic to go to it. Some of the things that it's been saying do have a good point for South Africans, but some of the things are a bit outlandish. As we look at some of the tweets that the account has tweeted, you will see some of them are good points. Some points you just ask yourself, okay, a person is probably just taking it a bit too far with some of the things that the person has said. So let's get into it. Like, okay, this first tweet that I'm gonna read from her, it says, "What you see here is a church built by poor black people in Africa from their own pockets. Instead of building black malls, schools, factories like in China, Japan, blacks are building churches to pray for jobs." Okay, I wouldn't say that blacks are building only churches with their money. Blacks are building their own business, their own ecosystem. I think, guys, we shouldn't take for granted the ecosystem that black people are building. We are trying to build a black economy with like the jobs we do. Some people are entrepreneurs. Some people like me, I'm a photographer. I run a media business that deals with taking pictures, making motion graphics, doing videos, taking pictures for videos and pictures for weddings and all of that. Other people are selling things. People are selling clothes. They are making their own branded clothes. Some people are hustling on the streets, selling food. They're selling fruits. They're selling different things. So I think we shouldn't undermine the hustles that black people are doing. I know we've not yet reached the stage of where we have our own malls, building our own malls, our own shopping complexes. But there are people who have built their own malls. Like for instance, there is the mall, I'm not sure exactly where it is, but what is that mall? What is the name of that mall? Probably insert here below the name of the mall that I don't get it wrong. Not the Petrus. Petrus Matsipe doesn't have a mall, but there's a mall, Maponya Mall. Yes, Maponya Mall is a black-built mall and owned by black people. So why would people be saying black people are only building churches? That's a controversial statement to say black people are building churches only. Maponya Mall is a mall that was built by black people. I'm guessing if I were to do research about what black people are doing in South Africa, I would be able to find good arguments to say that black people are not just spending money on building churches to pray to make money. Black people are actually putting their money behind things that will make them money and are making a difference. Some black people are owning farms, some people are owning their own law firms, some people are owning their own media companies like me, owning their own accounting firms, their own businesses, starting their own restaurants and all of that. So it's just ridiculous, man. It's really, really ridiculous. Funny how blacks complain about how banks give them loans for cars but don't want to give them for businesses and housing loans. Listen here, they are not your banks. Build your own banks and stop complaining. You are the only race in the world without a major bank. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I think, we might be the only race without a major bank. I know there's the whole VBS thing. I think that was a black-owned bank, but it was not a global international bank. Yeah, I understand the thing of saying that we should start our own bank, stop complaining and start our own bank. But again, the banks that are currently existing should also treat us fairly. They shouldn't only give us loans for cars. They should give us loans to get, to be able to buy a house or to be able to start a business. But again, also us as black people need to make sure that we know what we want. You want to go to a bank and you want to get money to start a business, you better make sure you have a good business plan. You know what you want to do and you have the drive to start the business that you're looking for. Sometimes you need to start a business even if you don't have the funding that you need for a business. You need to start a hustle that will be able to help you to get to achieve the dream that you want to achieve. So start doing something that is going to help you to get to where you want to go. So like for instance, you can start cutting grass, doing things, do a car wash to try get to where you want to go. Start saving money to try and build what you want to do. Like for instance, I'm a photographer. If I were to say that no, I can't start my business because I don't have a good camera, I don't have a good equipment like lights, I don't have a good mic to do video shooting and all of that, I'm not going to go anywhere. I have to say, no, let me try and see if I can probably try work for another photographer or videographer starting out as their second-hand person for me to be able to gain skill and also make money for me to be able to buy my own equipment one day. Not trying to say no because I don't have equipment, there's nothing I can do, instead of going out there and seeing what I can do to make money to get myself to where I want to be. So the next tweet says they don't drive installment VWs with cooler boxes and free government condoms in the boot. They drive Amaroks and Toyotas bought cash. They don't impress their friends and girlfriends by buying alcohol. They impress their families with holiday getaways and no maintenance and baby mama drama. This person's English is sometimes confusing. I think the person needs a grammar check. We need to do a grammar check on this person to find out. You are trying to pretend like you're a white person. I think, can you please check your grammar before trying to pretend like you're a white person? Because this is clearly a black man's handwriting. Yeah. So yeah, this thing, yeah. I see this thing, the polo drivers who are paying installment on their polos. But guys, it's not all black people who are paying installments on their polos. Some black people have bought these cars cash. And then again, it's not always a bad thing to buy something like a car in an installment, especially if you know it's a good investment for you. You're going to be able to use it to get from A to Z. Like for instance, I have a Polo, I have a car which my parents bought for me. Thank you to my parents for buying me that car. Currently, I wouldn't be able to afford to buy myself that car. They were able to buy it for me cash. So it's a good investment. You need to have a car. You need to have a car to travel to AZ. Hey, in this alcohol thing, cooler box with alcohol. Yeah, no. There are those guys who like chilling at certain places and just drinking alcohol and doing things that you ask yourself, should I be involved with this? I don't think I should be involved with this. Okay, so the next tweet that I'm going to read is saying, when your fellow blacks practice their culture of calling their ancestors by burning candlelights and incense, you call it evil. But when the whites practice their culture of calling their ancestors Jesus Christ, burning candlelights and incense, you call it holy Christianity. Guys, this person, I feel like now there's not even, there's no, I don't know what is this person trying to say. He's just trying to incite, I don't know, like controversy, uproar or something, because I don't know. I don't mind. I don't mind if you believe in ancestors and all of that. I don't mind. You can do what you want to do. I'm not going to say it's evil, it's the devil. It's what you believe in. I believe in Jesus. If you believe in ancestors, that's your right. You have the right to believe in what you believe in. I'm not going to stop you from believing in what you believe in. But to say now that Jesus is something that the white people have brought, guys, that is like something else. It is really something else. Like Jesus is the white people's ancestor. Come on, really? Can somebody please fact check this person? Can somebody really fact check this person and find out where is this person getting their facts, or are there even any facts to begin with what this person is saying? Oh, this tweet is nice. This one, she's like, the person, this Tracy Zille is saying that Bonang bought a used. This one is a nice tweet. Just shows the madness of this person. It says, Bonang bought used white people's hair for 12,729 rands. Things black women go through to look like us whites. Why all that money to buy white people's body parts, hair, to put on your head? Do you get buried with our hair, or put them on your will? Love your natural hair. Guys, this thing of hair, weaves, all of that, it's basically a choice. A person can't come to you and say you don't love your natural hair. It's not about you don't love your natural hair. I love my natural hair. I love my natural hair. You see, I have my hair. But I can do whatever I want to it. So meaning it would mean like just, I don't even know how to say what I want to say in this point. But guys, people have the right, freedom of choice to do whatever they want to do with their body, with their hair. If they want to put a weave on their hair and that makes them feel good, let them go ahead and put a weave on their hair. If they don't want to put a weave on their hair, let them not put a weave on their hair. If they want to have their natural hair, if people want to have their natural hair, let them have their natural hair. Don't make them feel bad because they made a specific choice of what they want to do with their hair. If they want to put a weave on their hair, they want to put a weave on their hair. If they want to spend a lot of money on the weaves that they put on their hair, let them. It's their money. It's not your money. It's not your life. It's not your body. It's not your choice. Leave people to be able to do what they want to do. Okay? I think in terms of that, it's closed. The door is closed. Let people do what they want to do. Okay, so the next tweet that I'm going to look at is talking about the whole VBS thing. Black on black racism. Warrants of arrest were issued for 4 arrests of the people. For this English of this person is killing me. It is killing me. Okay, so this tweet is saying black on black racism. Warrants for arrest were issued for the arrest of people involved in the VBS crimes. 7 blacks and 1 white. The 7 blacks were arrested and charged as a group. They got 100,000 bail, and the white male was charged alone and got 50K bail. Okay, yeah. Black on black racism. So the person is trying to say that there's black on black racism, meaning like the system of the country, or what do they call it? What do they call this thing? Judicial system is racist to its own people, because it charged the 7 black people as a group and charged the one white man by himself, and it gave him 50,000 bail compared to the black people where it gave him 100,000 bail. I can't really speak to what this tweet is saying because I don't really know the facts to that story, what exactly is going on. So I think if the person were to put a bit more facts into this tweet, yeah, I think that would help us a lot, because you're just putting out a statement. Yes, it is a fact that probably that happened, but what are the facts behind the reason that happened in the first place? Oh no, this one. Now this is a very controversial tweet that Tracy Zille tweeted. It says, "Black South Africans are not lazy to work for us white people. We give one black guy called Patrice Motsepe a piece of action in mining so that black people can have hope in being rich. Their mental and physiological game, our land, our banks, our economy." So this account is saying basically that black people are not lazy to work for white people. White-owned companies work for the white people to make money for them. So yeah, I don't know. They were not lazy to make money. I'm not lazy. Like, I don't work for any white people. I work for myself. I work for the church that I work for. I'm not working for any white people. I'm not lazy to work for myself to make myself money. Because like some of the things that I have, I worked for them for myself. I bought some of the things that I wanted to buy with my money from my hard work in shooting weddings, shooting gigs, shooting events for corporations, shooting people, private events, birthday parties, weddings, and all of that. So I'm not lazy to work for myself. And this whole idea that Patrice Motsepe was given a piece of the action in this whole mining thing is a ridiculous thing to say. Patrice Motsepe earned his way into the position that he is. The money he's made it through hard work, dedication, and knowing what he wants. Because Patrice Motsepe is not the only person that I know who owns a mine. I know other people who own mines that who've made it through hard work. They come from like places like KwaZulu-Natal. They learned there from some of the rural areas and all of that. And I also know people who have made it as now they are top level mine managers in a lot of different mines here in Red Bank and in other places like in the, Northern Cape, they are mine managers. So this whole idea of black people are lazy doesn't fly, and black people only work for white people. It's a crazy idea. Black people work for themselves, especially in South Africa. In this new South Africa, black people work for themselves to improve their lives and to be able to show that black people can do what white people can do. Okay, so the next tweet is saying, this is not a white wedding. So the next tweet says, this is not a white wedding, it is a European traditional wedding for white people. This is our traditional wedding. The question to black people is, why do you spend so much money to be like whites? African weddings and European weddings wearing white people's hair. Okay, guys, I don't know this thing of the white European traditional wedding and the African traditional wedding. What is wrong with me wanting to have a white wedding? No matter if it's a white traditional wedding, it's a tradition that was started in Europe. What is wrong with it? It's like saying, if you're saying that it's wrong for us to have white weddings that are coming from Europe, it means it's wrong for us to have electricity, it's wrong for us to have phones, it's wrong for us to have the internet, it's wrong for us to have cars, it's wrong for us to have every modern day thing, basically. That's what you're saying. It's wrong for us to have every modern day thing. Just sit on that point, meaning it's wrong for us to have every modern day thing that we have currently. Because I'm trying to look at it like some of these things, most of the things that you're using, let's just be real about it, guys. How many of these current modern inventions that you are using were created by white people? The platform that that this thing is being discussed on Twitter. Who created this platform called Twitter? Is it not a white person? You can fact check me on that. I'm not sure, but I highly doubt it was created by a black person. It was created by a white person. So this whole thing of saying that people shouldn't do white weddings because it's a European thing is absolutely absurd. It comes back to the whole point of me saying that people have the right to choose what they want to do. They have the right to choose what they want to do. If you want to have a white wedding, have a white wedding. If you want to have an African traditional wedding, you can have an African traditional wedding. Nobody's going to stop you. You can have both. Most people nowadays, what they do is that they have both. They have a white wedding and then they have their African traditional wedding. There's nothing wrong with that. I honestly support that. I don't know personally at the moment when I decide to get married, am I going to have a white wedding and a traditional wedding, or am I just going to have a white wedding? Most likely, I might just have myself a white wedding. A white wedding. I'm not all about some of these traditional things. Like, I would have to speak to my parents. Would they want me to have a traditional wedding or not? So I would have to speak to them and find out. Yeah, this is the tweet I'm looking for. So the next tweet that I'm going to be looking at is black people love defending our economy as if it's their economy. SA black. Okay. So the next tweet that I'm going to have So the next tweet that I'm going to be having a look at is black people love defending our economy as if it's theirs. SA black politicians didn't build any economy after 1994. Blacks take taxis and buses to come to work in our white areas. You will never find Okay, so the next tweet that I'm going to be looking at is saying black people love defending our economy as if it's theirs. SA black politicians didn't build any economy after 1994. Blacks take taxis and buses to come to work in our white areas. You will never ever see us going to work in black areas because there is no black economy. That's another controversial tweet, guys. I don't know what is your guys' opinion on that tweet exactly, but blacks didn't build any economy. Some of the politicians didn't build any economy after 1994. I think really that is a bit of a false statement, or not even a little bit of a false statement. I think it's really a false statement. Yes, the economy is still largely run by white people, but black people have played a major part in the economy after 1994. There are more people running like black-owned companies, black-owned mines, black-owned companies that provide services to different mines and all of that, management of the different organizations that are in South Africa, like your ESCOM and what other agencies do we have? ESCOM, SABC, and all of that has changed to black management. So South Africa, black people do run a major part of the economy that we have. You know what, guys, I'm just going to conclude this video here. I think you'll tell me if you want me to make another video like this. Next time, I think I'll come more prepared with more facts. Yeah. So, yeah, until the next